Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. Good Thursday morning, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you all feel well after a wonderful International Women's Day yesterday. I see saw a lot of flowers going around, a lot of exciting. I assume you had to buy lots of different bouquets of flowers for.
Yeah, my family didn't miss out. My loved ones, yeah.
Good,
Got
good.
my wife some flowers and her family some flowers, yeah.
Well done, well done. So anyway, we're back to exciting things in the news. A lot going on. Of course, we've got our commercial real estate magazines for MIPIM. If you haven't seen them yet, we've been showing them on every show. You can pick one up at our offices here in Warsaw, or in starting Tuesday at MIPIM in Cannes. And you might even be able to pick one up at the hotels on Monday, as we have distribution at all the hotels as well. So they're probably going to be out at the hotels either Monday or Tuesday. So a lot going on, a lot of a big article on ESG and what's cutting edge on that front, which I think everyone needs to be doing something on the ESG side to keep up their, if anything, property values and keeping the climate supposedly at the right temperature. So a very exciting time at MIPIM. We hope for some good weather next week. And of course, we have a couple more weeks still available for sponsoring the Coffee with Craig show. So if you would like to do an interview at MIPIM, we have a great opera. We've got the team down there that can film it and do the interviews down there. If not, pop by our stand. Either way, come by our stand at least on the second day at 3 o'clock. We have our cocktail party then, some nice wines, some nice canapes, a lot of interesting people to meet. 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, but better you come early to beat the crowd. So a lot after that. Later on today, we're going to have our shortlist out for the SEE Real Estate Awards, the 18th annual SEE Real Estate Awards. And Winston, what do you think? It looks like, I saw all the nominations. It looked like kind of record number of nominations, or at least a lot of them, I must say.
Yeah, it looks very promising. There's an awful lot going on in the region. And I think we've managed to collect most of the topical projects, most of the companies operating are covered. So yeah, there seems to be a lot of interest, and that's impressive looking.
I saw some coming out of Bulgaria, out of Ljubljana, so Slovenia, also out of.
We've got a bit of retail from Slovenia, some office from Bulgaria, some retail and office from Croatia, some office from Serbia, some office. Yeah, okay. So it's but majority is from Romania, but that's no surprise. There's an awful lot going on in Romania.
Yeah, Romania is just booming.
Yeah, seems to be.
So anyway, that's our 18th annual Europa Property SEE Awards. If you haven't signed up for it yet, book yourself a ticket or a table. Bring your clients, bring your colleagues. A lot happening there. Anyway, if you're going to be at MIPIM, we can even talk about it a little bit there. Straight after the SEE Awards in April. In May, we have 3 exciting events. One is our Serbia monthly CEO Awards, which is that's the nomination launch party at the Hilton in Belgrade, and that's May 11th. And then May 18th. May 18th, keep that in your diary for anyone in retail. That's our retail Marketplace-CEE. A lot coming up from SEE. Great opportunity to do deal making with shopping center owners, retail owners. We just signed up Westfield, they have a lot of shopping centers. Yeah, they have a lot of shopping centers and a lot of opportunities for retailers, for new retailers, new concepts coming into the market. They've got to stand there. They want to meet you. And then straight after that is our Baltic Awards, our Baltic Real Estate Awards up in Sopot, right before summer. That is the time to come up and meet all the international investors, looking at bringing them into the CE region, but also looking at the opportunities in the Baltics, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Scandinavia, the Nordics. A lot of things happening there. Talking about some other categories like marinas, like residential and residential living as well. So a lot of exciting categories there. Of course, with the marinas, there's a lot to talk about with the logistics as well. So having said that, we'll take a little break and we'll come right back with our editor-in-chief, Winston Norman, to talk about the exciting news stories, the highlights for this Thursday. So welcome back. We're here with Winston Norman, our editor-in-chief, to talk about the highlights of the commercial real estate news for Central Eastern Europe, which is also part of our EuropaProperty.com website. And we're 3 days away from MIPIM. So if you're going to be in Cannes, let me know. It'd be great to meet up with you. We have our stand. P-1 H75. We're going to have a cocktail party there the second day at 3 p.m. and we hope to all see you there. So, Winston, how is the news going?
Yeah, thanks, Craig. We'll start today with some news from some Lithuanian investors. They've just acquired a hotel in Prague for a co-living project. And the investors are Baltic Asset Management and Hannah. And they've invested around 14 million euros for this project they're going to call Houston. And they're going to convert the project into 100 small flats. And it should offer the flats by the beginning of 2024. So they're well on the way there, I would imagine. And according to Eugenius Latvius, he's the CEO of Baltic Asset Management, he says location in the central part of the city is one of the main features of successful co-living projects. Another very important aspect is that we can complete the project and bring it to the market almost twice as fast as with new construction. And the chairman of Hannah's board said, this is in line with our strategic development direction to invest more in real estate projects in Central and Southern Europe. So it's quite interesting, some Baltic investors coming into the Czech Republic there.
It's a good reason to come to the Baltic Awards on May 25th, because again, these companies are coming.
Exactly. And moving to Poland, and in the PRS sector, and Serena Real Estate is entering the private rented sector, and they've opened a new business line called Habitu. And the first property in this brand has already been operating for 2 months, and it's fully leased, and it's in Warsaw. And they've announced intensive development in the capital city, but also in other Polish cities. And they plan to offer around 3,000 units on this platform over the next 5 years. And according to Witold Santowski, he's partner of Serena Real Estate, he says, institutional rental is a new branch of business for our company, which we will systematically develop through the Habitu brand. We plan that by the end of next year, the number of flats available through our platform will have increased several times, while the company's long-term strategy is to have 3,000 residential units added to our portfolio over the next 5 years. So yeah, another company has started up PRS.
Yeah, a big project. I mean, big projects, 3,000 units over 5 years. So
yeah, there's a lack of projects, you know. So there's definitely need and a niche in the market, and it needs to be filled. So
at least we'll have a place to rent in the next few years if we need.
It's going to be thrown out.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. Yeah.
Moving to the logistics sector, and some big news coming from Żabka. They've opened, or preparing to open, the new logistics center, substantial logistics center in the outskirts of Warsaw in Radisson. It'll be one of the most largest logistics centers in Europe, apparently. And it's around 60,000 square meters. And thanks to this investment, more than 600 people work in the region, and they'll be employed directly by Żabka or companies cooperating with it. And according to Katarzyna Słabowska, Logistics Department Director at Żabka, modern and automated logistics are a guarantee of the highest quality as well as fast and efficient delivery service for franchisees running Żabka stores. So yeah, the Żabka story continues, and you know, they don't stop.
Well, I went to one of those Żabka, I know they call it something different, but Żabko Nano stores.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
The robot one.
Yeah, I went in it. I got in, I used my card. They charged me a zloty to get in and join the club, I guess. And then I went in, picked up some stuff, and yeah, like an hour later, it charged my card. So
did it let you out again?
They let me right out. Yeah, they you know, and no one was there to see anything, but somehow they knew what I took and rung it up, and Yeah, it was about an hour later. It came through. You know, you're being charged for all this stuff. I didn't check it, but I
modern
assume it's
technology
probably-
is amazing.
Yeah, so very good. Those guys have got it figured out. So
And moving to finally for today.
oh, we have another one. Oh, okay.
One
I thought
more,
we-
yeah, one more for you today.
yeah,
And moving to Hungary, and Hello Parks is to build a huge logistics center just outside Budapest. And this is this time the firm will start construction on the southern outskirts of the Hungarian capital, and again with a 60,000 square meter industrial property, and it's scheduled to open in Q2 2024. And Griffin Property assisted in obtaining the 135,000 square meter plot. And the developer wants to get outstanding accreditation in the new construction category of BREEAM on opening. And over the last 2 years, Hello Parks has launched similar projects in Western, Northern, and Eastern Budapest. And with this new one, they would have topped 1 million square meters of development. So,
wow.
Yeah, a lot going on the outskirts of Budapest.
Over the last few years, I mean, you mentioned Hello Park, so a lot of projects launching. Yeah, I guess that's the 1 million square meters.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you know, with these last mile city logistics. You know, there's obviously old projects that need renewing, but yeah, it's you know, Żabka, they need it.
Yeah, yeah.
And Hungary's equivalent of Żabka need it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah, it's yeah. There seems to be a lot of need.
a lot going on, and yeah, and they seem to be one of the leaders in Hungary for sure.
One of them.
So, everyone, thank you for your time today on this Thursday, and we will see you Friday morning for the last day of the news before we start in Cannes. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.